Grand Rising, everybody. We are here today to talk about a real serious topic. A mom and son was attacked, and I feel like there is no accountability when it comes to the individuals involved. I heard that they end up attacking someone else after the fact. In today's news update, we cover a shocking incident outside of Chicago Elementary School where a mother and her son were attacked by a group of children, raising concerns among parents about safety in the area. Additionally, we report on a person of interest who is now in custody following a disturbing incident where a woman was set on fire on the CTA Blue Line train. In legislative news, a bill that could lead to the release of documented release related to notorious child as predator Jeffrey Epstein is making his way to the president's desk for potential signing. Finally, stay tuned for your first alert weather forecast as we track temperatures lingering in the 40s. Don't miss out on these critical updates. Now, listen here. I want to get on to the children that were involved, their parents. Like, what the hell are we teaching our children? Like, and that's why I say, that music and stuff, that drill music, stop letting your kids listen to it. Letting them watch the baddies and whatever these other shows are where they're fighting and stuff. They think that's real life. But y'all aren't telling them you go out there and you do it in real life, you're gonna be locked up in jail. And if we know anything about Chicago, Chicago is like with their gang activity and things like that, it was at an all-time high. I don't know what it is right now because I haven't recently did any research on it. But, just these kids out here and them just being vulnerable and, just throwing their lives away. It's like they're just haven't even started living life and they're on their way to prison and jail already, you know? And then there's protests going on. People are upset. People are upset at the community because there is no respect for the elderly no more. There's just no respect. Those morals and values, Big Mama then passed on. Big Mama then passed on. So don't nobody care. Everything is just out the door. It's, nowadays parents are partying with their children. Hold on. Parents are now partying with their children. Look at Evelyn Lozado and her daughter. Look at that dynamic right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, my child is my child. My child is not my friend. Like, all right, guys, we're back. Can you hear me? Hopefully, our audio is great. So it really goes back to community. Did I? Am I on the wrong? Y'all, I didn't click in the wrong one. Anywho, I'll have to change the title later. But I just feel like the parents, the music, the culture, the community, um, and I feel like at times parents put a big responsibility on these children. Children can kind of get mixed up in violence. And how many times have we innocent children struck because adults couldn't contain themselves or their attitude or a neighborhood just springing up the neighborhood, and then now we have to make GoFundMe's and you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? When is it going to stop? I remember like the culture was you did not hurt grandma, the kids, or the family. If you had a beef with somebody, the men, they would handle that between themselves. You see what I'm saying? We're just in a different era right now. Everything is newsworthy. Everything is newsworthy. Everything is for a click and a view. But let me see if I could find that video. I believe I emailed it to myself. So give me just one moment. And thank you all for coming by to our morning show. Okay. Listen here, I can't really say I was on time because baby, it's 6:31 right now. I was about to say we were on time, but baby, we were like 25 minutes behind. But that's because we were over. We had to get our day started off right. And so if you want to check that out, you can definitely check out our previous video. hmm Absolutely. So let me get into my email and see what we're going to discuss today. But I was looking for the email with the lady, the family. Um, let's see. Okay, that's not it. Maybe that one is it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I found it, so give me a moment so I can bring it up and mhm, that's what we're gonna do. So while it's loading up, subscribe, tell somebody that we are live on this AM. We have back-to-back shows. So you guys, please keep me accountable. I'm gonna zoom the story right here is very, very, very I want to say because this is very much so triggering. You know, and then now she's having to deal with defending her children. She said, "Hey, I wasn't able to defend my son, and this really bothers me. This really hurts me." Let's see. Study found. Okay. Now I've got to go through it because this is not like it's a clip of it. But hold on. Let me see if I can find a clip of it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. So just bear with me. I'm just trying to get the right footage up so we can deliver the correct story. Let's see. All right. So give me one moment. Actually, this one is. Oh, okay. Oh, great. Oh my God. This is great news. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Am I able Okay, I'll just play them. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into it. All right, so this particular footage right here is going to be of what happened. So, like I said, trigger warning. Please, please, please. Give me one moment. I'm going to move that right there. And so we're going to do this and we're going to play. So we're going to listen to this article that shows what happened on
It's hard to watch.
the elementary school.
And pinned her against a fence.
Now, listen here, guys. They pinned her against the fence. Where did these children learn how to pin somebody up against the fence? Where did these children learn to get aggressive and be disrespectful to an adult? Let's look at it. I mean, look.
Children got to live with this for the rest of their lives. And the children are our future, so it's not fair.
Yeah, the children are our future. But if the children are doing this, lock them up right now. Listen here, these are going to be our future healthcare workers, firefighters. Only thing they know how to do is nuck if you buck. Let's talk about it.
They say it started when the 33-year-old mother, her young son, and daughter were walking near 106 in Bensley in the South Deering neighborhood. A group of kids then started chasing after them, calling them names and taunting.
And see, this is the problem. Don't play with adults. I don't play with kids. I don't play with kids. Go, no. I don't play with kids, sweetheart. Keep it. Hello? You have to think. These children nowadays, they will buck up. They call them YNs. They have their own name. They call them YNs. Oh, those YNs, they don't play. I know y'all heard about the YNs. Let's talk about it.
Them. Both the mother and son were beaten.
YNs in the making. This happened outside of an elementary school, but these are no grown teenagers. These are not grown teenagers. Not only should the kids get some discipline, but the parents should also be disciplined as well. I feel like the parents should also be disciplined as well. You said this is sad and disturbing. Yes. Good morning, Queen Tosa and chat. Hello, do the right thing, Grand Rising. Good to see you. All right, let's take a listen.
So badly into a hospital. Word of the attack spread quickly on social media, causing outrage among many parents. One day after the attack, demonstrators showed up at Orville Bright Elementary School after.
And guess what? This is against our own people. This is against our own people. Our own people it's like you are destroying your own community. You're like what is going on? What is in the water? Therapy. There should be therapists, but you have some parents that are stubborn. I'm not getting those white folks in my business. You're not about to stop my food stamps. You're not about to assistance. No, if you get them kids in some therapy, you ain't gonna have all them problems. You can get to the root of it. You hear me? You're right. The parents, get the parents too. Absolutely. Get the parents. They are out of order, out of line. They learned this behavior from somewhere. It starts in the home. When you sitting up there and you going back and forth with your homegirls, or bitch, you can get it, and this, that, and the third, who's listening? You have kids. If you gonna act a fool, step outside, go in your car, get the hell away. Guess what they're gonna say? Well, you did it. How many times have we turned around? I'm saying us, and said, well, shit, mama did it. I seen mama do it. It was cool when mama did it. It was cool when daddy did it. He said, I saw the aunt of one of the hooligans speak about it, and the aunt was ignorant. Yeah, we're going to get into all of that. Oh, listen here. We're not not going to be done with this until I feel like we're done with it. Hello?
On social media, threatening to harm the children behind the attack. Several police officers showed up, blocking the entrance of the school to protect kids inside. Shanice Davis lives in the neighborhood and says she recognizes the attackers.
This is not the first time the
Now listen here, like the first time the kids have done this. Did y'all just hear that? This is not the first time. This is not the first time. And guess what? Let me go ahead and start our fun so we can cuz I'm going to be calling in. I'm going to be calling. We're going to put the call in fun. Yes, I'm about to set a goal. This is for the call in fun, honey. If y'all want to make some calls all day for great calls, then this is what we're going to do. I just set the goal. If we can meet that goal, we can expedite that process. We can start early. Hello? All right. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody that we're live discussing some news that you definitely can use here in Queen City.
Just talk around the streets that these kids are pretty much raising themselves and they have not been held accountable. Just talk around the streets that these
officers showed up, blocking the entrance of the school to inside. Shanice Davis lives in the neighborhood and says she recognizes the attackers.
This is not the first time the kids have done this. Just talk around the streets that these kids have pretty much been raising themselves and they have not been.
Wait a minute. Oh, this is not. Wait a minute, y'all. This is not the first time that this has happened, and these children are raising themselves. This is not the first time this has happened. I feel like in the juvenile system, there should be a mandatory therapy. If they get into any type of trouble, get an encounter with the law, that should be mandatory. But jail is a business, right? There are private prisons that celebrities invest their money into. Let's get into it.
Held accountable. They have vandalized cars. They have harassed adults and children.
To know
Raising themselves and they have not been held accountable. They have vandalized cars. They have harassed adults and children.
To know and to find out even now that other families are affected by this. We're meeting families that their children been bullied and been beat on.
Chicago Police District Council member.
Listen, this is a problem. This is a problem. So you're saying that you have no resources, you have no solution. You're just gonna then you got parents going against parents. Now it's about to be gun blazing. And then now you're gonna send in the troops and say, oh, it's disorderly, when you know you have a problem right here and you are not doing anything to give a solution to it. Like, are you okay? For that, Birdie sent us a super stick. This doesn't make sense at all. There's a lock them up, put them in juvenile, let there be mandatory situations. And the parents are responsible as well. There should be sanctions for the parents and the children. If you ask me, there should be sanctions for the parents and the children.
And CPS administration.
Accountability is going to be key. Because if this has been going on, it should that principal be held accountable for her actions as well. This should mean it. Parents should have been called to the school. Accountability just happened here.
Where was the lie? Where was the lie? I'm trying to figure out where the lie was. All right, give me 1 second. So this is okay. It says organize. Oh, sorry. Up to support mother children beaten by students outside WGN News and wish to proceed. I'm just going to give a fair. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give.
Taking an outpouring of support from the local community.
Oh, all right, y'all. So we're going to pause that one right. This says mother speaks out violent beating. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. All right, are you guys still here with me? If you all can hear me, please put a 7 in the chat or put a number 4 if you can hear me. Let me see. Put a number 4 if you can hear me. All right, so we're going to play this clip right here. This is a news outlet says the mother speaks out after violent beating near Southside School. Let's go ahead.
An outpouring of support for
Our audio. Let me check our audio. Let me make sure you all can hear us clearly. Let's go ahead and do this. Cool. Let's go ahead. An outpouring of support. Okay, so I can hear us. Let's go ahead and take a listen. And I'm going to have to change the title later, but we will be doing Timmy Tuckett. I went live on the wrong broadcast. Excuse me for that small mistake, but let's go ahead and proceed into the mother speaks out after violent beating near Southside School.
for the victims of this attack. This is not how she says she wants the world to see. Corshawnda Hatter has sickle cell, but she says she has never endured such pain.
So much pain. I'm not feeling good at all.
Today she spoke with us, still under treatment for the serious beating she took on Monday as she walked her to elementary school. Hatter says she told the school staff her son was being bullied. Sometimes, she says, older kids would follow him home.
2 years and not done a thing. If they see me coming towards the school, they will run, or to the security that they're not not there.
Video shared tens of thousands Times on Facebook shows the attack. You can see her being punched and eventually falling to the ground, where the assault turns even more violent. We've frozen the video here as it's too graphic after this point. We've also blurred the faces of the people involved because they are minors. Have been filed.
I'm at work, and if I was with them,
Oh my goodness. And this, okay, so is this the dad? Is this the dad right here? Oh my goodness. Do not tell me that this is the dad. If this is the dad, he says, well, I was at work when all this went on. Oh my goodness. Y'all, please don't tell me that this is the dad. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it.
it wouldn't have happened.
Devon Lee Sr. is the kid's father.
I want justice. I definitely want the school to be responsible, and the parents too, and also the kids that have done that mess.
Hatter.
I know that's right. So that's the dad. The dad says, hey, if I was there, do you see the look on that dad's face? This is a dad that's concerned, that's in his children's life. But where was dad at? I got to ask, Dad, where were you? Do you have a vehicle? You know, what happened? Were you at work? And I'm assuming that he was at work. You know, listen here, when whether if dad had a vehicle or not, we're in a time right now where we're in a recession. You know, let's hear what dad has to say.
Devon Lee Sr. is the kid's father.
I want justice. I definitely want the school to be responsible, and the parents too, and also the kids that have done that mess.
Hatter, who says her whole body hurts, says she's trying to be there for her children who have endured so much trauma.
They both is devastated. They keep talking about it. My son will just jump out of his sleep, calling my name.
We also have trauma too. You know, I couldn't sleep. I must have to see, because every time I close my eyes, I see the video.
Today, the city's deputy mayor tells us they're working on getting more help for the family and other families in that neighborhood. A donation box.
So it was going to take her getting beat to a pulp before anybody responded, before anybody decided to say something. I got questions. Her son was bullied for 2 years. So like I said, it's like, damn, she's doing everything that she can. Dad is doing everything that he can. They're a working family. They're not just some bums out on the street. She cares about her children's education. You know, to make sure they are safe. Dad has to go to work at certain hours. How many of us know how it feels like maybe to call in, oh, well, I might be, you know, whatever. They don't want to hear no excuse. And if you get too many of them, then you're going to be looking for a job. So why should the parents suffer when they've already brought these issues to the school? They said it's an issue. He's been bullied. They've showed proof. And now I got to get beat almost to a pulp for y'all to even recognize or even hear me. And I still think that if this was not on video, they would still be dealing with these maniacs, these menace to societies.
Living Fresh Market in Forest Park was installed today to help the family and others who may need clothes and toys this season. This after yesterday's rally of support by parents and residents in front of Bright School. Hatter shares amid her pain, she is able to find gratitude.
I thank God for those people. I never felt this much love in the world.
That is sad.
Deputy Mayor Gary.
That is sad. That right there, that is inhumane. Oh my God. Their parents be investigated by the CPS. There should be charges. There should be some type of charges for those parents. I don't think that they should just get away scot free with this. And look, the community speaks out. There were, I don't know if they're going to show it in this video, but there was footage of like protesters out there. I mean, they were livid. Like, seriously, it's just, you sending your child to school and to know that you, not only your child can be attacked, but you can get it too. What in the programming is
Well,
going
there
on?
is growing demand for accountability after a mother and her children were children. Happened yesterday in South Deering as they were walking home from school. That attack was captured on cell phone. Dana Rebeck tonight.
Kept walking, they followed us all the way there. And they still.
So yes, I'm going to continue to keep speaking about this. We need to know the school, parents, and community members, because I need to be ringing that phone. Okay, I walked home from Orville Bright Elementary School on the city's. Okay, we're going to be making some phone calls today. My fight is those children in charge. There should be some type of disciplinary action where maybe an alternative school, they should have restraining orders on them. Yeah, they should. I mean, even if we have to take it so far as to put them on ankle monitors, They need a curfew. They should not be able to walk freely, right? And if they are called, they should have a sanction, and the parents should have a sanction, because they're saying that they are they're raising themselves. That's what they're saying is going on. These kids are out here raising themselves. Now it's time for a call of
outrage after a started to go viral by a group of students.
WGN's Angelica Sanchez, what are they telling you?
Good evening. Some tense moments today as a large group of people came out here today to show the family attacked in the video their support. Some are calling for the children involved in this attack to be expelled from school. Others want to see the parents held accountable.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home just to jump all of us.
Cell phone video shows 33-year-old Corshawnda Hatter attacked by multiple children Monday afternoon in the South Deering neighborhood. WGN is not showing the full video as it is far too graphic, but here's what we will show you. You can see Hatter and her children walking when a group of elementary students.
And did they say that the mother was pregnant? I don't want to put that on her, but I think I heard someone say, "Oh, and she was pregnant as well." Correct me if I'm wrong.
Students started to throw punches, Hatter thrown to the ground.
And they dragged me in the grass and pulled my bloody hair. No justice, no peace!
Dozens of people outraged by the video came out to show Hatter their support and to also demand justice. Hatter accuses Chicago Public Schools of ignoring a pattern of bullying by the students involved. She was escorted inside for a meeting with school leaders. Chicago police closed down.
So beautiful. Hold on, I gotta take that back. That woman's hand. That's what it looks like to show up community. Com- There was unity and community. I'm trying to make it bigger. Why is it not going bigger? Anywho, let's go ahead.
Meeting with leaders. Chicago police closed down multiple streets.
The video is horrible. The video is disgusting. And the video is a symptom of something that's been going on for a long time.
State Senator Willie Preston says he was part of the meeting. While he did not speak on the details, he says the act is traumatized.
We have written every anti-bullying policy in the book. We've legislated that. If it's not working, then we need to do something stronger.
There's a need for support in our city, and that's what we'll continue to do. And again, that's why you saw such a large presence here today.
Several city leaders also took part in the meeting. 10th Ward Alderman Peter Chico says CPS is conducting an investigation.
I think.
Yeah, I thought that was that wasn't Lori.
Generally accountability for people's actions that came out of discussions over the past several hours.
In response,
but you know what? At the end of the day, something the parents and the teachers know the school needs to be held accountable. The school and the workers and whoever they reported it to, lock them up to, give them a fine, give them something. No, ma'am. I'm not going for that. Get everybody. Because if this woman had taken matters into her own hands and went ape-ish and just went, ballistic on everybody, they would think that she's manic. They would think that she's crazy. And they would be trying to lock her up.
Discussions over past several hours.
In response, Chicago Public Schools says in part attack on this family, and we are working collaboratively with city departments and agencies to provide support to the victims.
So listen, y'all, we need to call Chicago Public Schools, call the board. We need to let them know that this was unfair for this woman, this mother and her children to be ignored when they cried out for help. This family did not deserve that. This family was crying out saying, hey, we're being violated. We're being abused. Has she been abusing her own kids? Damn, would CPS have stepped in any quicker? Let's talk about it. Does it take for the parent to lay hands on their own child for the system or somebody to step up and say something? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
Victims of the attack, CPS is coordinating closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHA, and other city departments to provide additional support to the family.
The parents don't take accountability for nothing their kids do. If my kids was out here being messy, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna let it be known. I'm gonna shut it.
Listen here, she was about to say, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna tear their asses up. And sister, I'm with you on that. Because yeah, I didn't raise you like that. I don't know what you got going on. What are we doing here? Hitting a grown woman? Are you nuts? Have you lost your marbles?
Down. Don't take accountability for nothing their kids do. If my kids was
coordinating closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHA, and other city departments to provide additional support to the family.
The parents don't take accountability for nothing their kids do. If my kids was out here being messy, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna let it be known. I'm gonna shut it down.
Now, CPS also says that students are expected to follow a code of conduct and that the attack happened off of school property. Chicago police saying that Area 2 detectives are also involved in investigating this incident. They said that
I don't give a damn. Listen here. No, my child is still in your care until they reach my threshold. My child is still, if my child is walking home, because my thing is, if you know that these things are happening, why not put respective persons like police in these areas of where they're seeing that this is happening, even if they have to be in unmarked cars. You get what I'm saying? Like, no, this is a whole problem. Y'all, I'm gonna give this a rest because I'm not gonna lie. I am bothered. I am so heated that this mother had to endure this. I'm a mom. I have children. This could have been anybody's family. You see what I'm saying? This woman is hurt. She got beat down. We got to do better. We got to do better. Stop singing these rap songs with your kids. Stop parlaying with your kids. Stop smoking and drinking and turn up with your kids or in front of your kids. You got to. You got to stop. We can't do that. We cannot keep doing this. Our generation, the younger generation, they're headed to jail. They're headed to prison. All right, Margie says the school should be held responsible as well. She went to the school the day before about this bullying. Birdie says her stomach protrudes outward. She's been suffering from her illness. She said okay, she was, and it's like, okay, so now, thank God she's not, Margie says it's horrible. I'm with her too. Yes, I'm with her too. You said kids today have no respect at all. No, I mean, and even like I said, their parents are being friendly with the children, their children's friends. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just, like I said, what is going in the water? Margie says, Birdie says it's extremely concerning. Margie says they threw her son around like a rag doll, kicking him, knocking his head on the curb. It's horrible. Somebody needs to be responsible for it. Exactly. And you're not telling me the school or people around that school is seeing these kids congregating to attack her and her kids. Some people that are adults, this is entertainment for them. Some adults, they are on the same mind frame as those kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said we have to take a deeper look. It starts within the house. What are these kids being taught? What are they, what's being presented in front of them to make them want to act like this or even carry on like this out of the presence of their parents? And let's just say, what if Miss Mama's was carrying and she decided that she was just going to light up the block? Would she have been wrong? She was protecting her and her children. Would the world see it that way? These are the questions that we have to ask, right? All right. We'll be back here at 7:30. The current time is 7:08 a.m. Central Time. Today is Thursday, November the 20th. All right, we'll see you here back shortly.
Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say it stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I do. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I want, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.